And hello folks, sorry I'm late on videos and watching your videos. Next 3 days is going to kind of be busy. I do have a video conference with some friends from a university in Massachusetts. We're going to be discussing for next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a 12-hour video course conference. We're discussing the future of the United States. A lot of people who are academics try to get aboard, and they're kind of mad at me because they know Uncle Alan's an idiot. But why does this prestigious university out of Massachusetts always ask me to go on their boards? Because my head isn't stuck up my ass. Sorry about using the bad language, but it's true. And for the spies in China, your man in that university is kind of slow and dim-witted, so you should replace him. He doesn't use WeChat or TikTok, and he's kind of slow, and his Chinese is bad. Okay, first thing is, Uncle Alan's been busy. Today, after this, I got to do another grocery run. This is my fourth one because first 2 weeks of the month, I'm always taking old people and disabled people to the grocery with my driver. Okay? We have idiots who go around and mug disabled people. Okay? When you see somebody, I can't believe it. If you ever watch Gemma has autism. And they attack autistic people, take their groceries, take their food card, SAMP, wear ski masks, kick them, and laugh like hell. They think it's a joke. No, it isn't. It's not funny, and it's sick. Okay, please help. Trapped by stupids in the mental zombie apocalypse. I've been telling this to people for years. See DMC, RNC, CCP, Magog, and GOG hordes. Please send $2.17 to my donation site right there. Okay. Now, where did I put all my paperwork at? Okay. Big thing is, for this subject matter today, I'm going to do about 3 videos if I have a chance because I am running around in circles. Okay, I have to move a pallet of food at the food bank this morning, do 2 grocery runs, and help out elderly couple because one of them has flu symptoms and they cannot get proper help, so I'm going over their house and cook for them. Because a lot of people are scumbags and they don't care about the elderly or neighbors, and they have no contact. They're in this little bubble and they got piles, like I showed you before in the diagram. Go watch my older videos. They never go outside. They don't know their neighbors. If I throw a rock, I said, do you know that person? They look at me, no, but I lived in this small town for 40 years. And I ask the people, oh, that's that crazy man who lives in that house all by himself. Okay? 2023, worldwide stockpiling. A lot of governments are stockpiling like hell. 2023, panic buying. Okay? People know what's coming up. Hyperinflation in 2023. Now, I told people about hyperinflation. We reached to a point, the Fed better stop printing money. I'm going to do a separate video on that. What happened to the Weimar Republic, not Wiener, Weimar Republic? It crashed, and that led you to fascism. What happened? They printed money until it reached a point where it devalues, and you have all these items, high priced, but slowly everything devalued. The merchandise, we're going to have a big wave of devaluation going, boom. Okay? So, you're going to have Zimbabwe money, okay, backed by nothing. I could take, a dozen eggs and I could buy a car. That's how bad it's going to be. Like Canada or Chinada. Okay, hyperinflation cycle. Every hyperinflation leads to a deflation cycle. This is why I tell a lot of people, they look at me. A lot of you guys wasn't even born in 2008. That's the recent worst cycle. And a lot of people just look at me like, duh. And it's like, I can't help stupid people. Okay? And it's only Monday, folks. It's going to be a rough summer. So you should have a year's supply of assets, money, gold, oil, whatever, to support you for 1 year. Okay? This was projected about 18 months. So I'm stockpiling food. I don't use money, so Uncle Alan's, I'm safe on that. You people who needs money to pay bills and stuff, you're screwed. My family takes care of me because I have a dominatrix or executor, one of those things. I think one of them takes care of my financial matters, and the other one use whips and chains or something like that. Hey, you have 2 strokes and have brain damage. Okay? Now, this is for our friend. Yesterday was Canada's Flag Day, and many people abused it, and God knows what JD's doing it, walking around as a Speedo or something. Okay, why Canadians and immigrants from Canada are fleeing the country. Okay, that's going to be the title. Chinada. Fleeing with their wealth. Number 1 reason. Oh, they reached a place where they thought, oh, we're not in a socialist or communist country. They were wrong. Okay, so they're fleeing with their wealth. Where to? USA, Mexico, Europe, any place where they don't have a socialist government. And they're fleeing like crazy. All right? I heard some people are trying to go to Korea and Japan. They're running like hell. Okay? About 38 million will leave Canada in the next 10 years. Okay, I did 10 and 10. In 10 years, 38 million people will leave Canada. So who's going to run the government and all the services and everything? You already have a nurse shortage, a doctor shortage, a supply chain shortage. People are leaving. Meanwhile, the government's moving to the city, get electric stoves, get electric heat. They can't even wipe their own behinds. All right? Truthfully, folks. About 38 million people will leave Canada in the next 10 years. This is due to climate change, supply chain issues, incompetency. People think, I'll live out in the woods. No, you can't. And you won't survive if I predict right. People say, it's nice, we only have a mild or rough winter. And I'm looking at them like they're smoking a lot of stuff. Okay? USA, Mexico, Europe, etc. are the prime destinations of these beavers. In the future, illegal immigrants from Canada will be called beavers or El Blanco or, the Great White North, fleeing from the Great White North. What causes this fleet? It's weather and starvation. I don't see too many places growing oranges and other food stocks in Canada. Oh, we have an indoor garden. I've been doing it for 40 years, folks. You cannot produce enough food indoors for 4 people. Okay, I do experiments. All right, if you see my table, I grow plants and cactuses and seedlings, and I have a good time. It's a hobby for me. I have 2 other gardens that I never show to people, and when I take people, I'm packing a 10mm revolver, my Smith & Wesson 610. So if when I shoot you, it's going to be a big hole going in and a big hole going out, because I don't trust no one. I learned from hard experience. I showed my garden plot, I won't say what city, Stockton, and got it raided. They stole everything. They even stole my shed and my tools and everything else, and was locked. If they had time, they would steal the concrete pad it was on. After that, no. Okay? A lot of you are in the Honeymoon phase. We got a boogie up big. We're going to the woods. We're going to survive. And I kind of look at people like, what the hell's wrong with you? All right? You're young. You're happy. You have no idea what's coming up until it smacks you across the face. All right? A lot of you are doing homemade filters. That will solve the toxic waste problem in our water. No, because it has vinyl chloride, which transform into what's called hydrocyanic acid. What happens if you pour acid through a filter? It dissolves the filter elements. Get that through your fat kid. All right? Then you reach the frustration phase where you realize you're a dumbass. Okay? Frustration, because all the dreams of the honeymoon phase comes to an end. And somebody slaps you across the face. Then you try to adjust. That's your adjustment phase. A lot of Canadians, after getting bitch slapped across the face, will be doing the adjustment phase. And then finally, after a year or 2 years, or whoever survives left, you have the acceptance phase and you start fleeing your country. From Chinada. Now I'll hear a lot Ontario homesteader. I'll hear from Hubble's cat, and I'll probably hear from whatchamacallit, practice prepper, CR, creative redundancy. A lot of people got this weird idea. If there's a disaster, I'm running to the woods. You know where Uncle Al will be going? To a nice 5-star resort. Okay, I own a lot of things and I own a lot of vouchers. So I'll be sitting by the pool while you're running around like in white noise looking stupid as hell. I'm going to have a nice lady sitting by me. And what are you going to do? You're going to have a crazy old woman screaming at you, what are we going to do? Are we surviving yet? You're kids. You have no plans. You have no evacuation. Your bug out bag's totally useless because you're in a refugee center. Okay? It's not in the woods, folks. It's a refugee center. So it's totally useless. All right? I do have evacuation bags, and I also have bug out bags. I also have several plans, carefully designed for every disaster, because I learned it through the hard way. And I'll catch you later. I'll be seeing you. You have a nice day. Bye now.